Hello and welcome to another weekend update. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I figured I'd jump in here and show some stuff I've been doing with the Volvo Wia and also the bulk truck bed pack. So I've been working on kind of reconfiguring the wheel options on the Wia just to kind of add some more options for this pack. And a friend of mine who's really been wanting this bed for a little while, sending me lots of pictures of trucks with the bigger grain boxes and stuff, and so decided to add some more axle configurations and stuff to match what's typically seen in real life on trucks with these boxes. So just a heads up too, when this update does come out, you will need to head back to the store to reconfigure your truck, because it will probably look something like this for your wheels. So it will kind of break the wheels. You'll have to head back to the shop, reconfigure them, but there is going to be a lot more options there. And actually, we'll maybe jump in the shop here. Oh, let's go to trucks. It'll be quicker. Jump in the trucks here. So we will go to the XL options so we can see everything. So yeah, kind of been revamping it to make it, the goal is to kind of make it simpler to configure the wheels and not, making it easier to select certain things. So the lift axle thing, again, it shows up on the XLs or any of the X bed attachers. This isn't final yet, but I've got a dual one. This one we've changed to have a little bit of smaller duals. The tires aren't final yet either. And our steerable one also got a kind of smaller diameter tire. So yeah, we're working on that. And then I've switched it now, so instead of choosing up here between your steel and aluminum options, it actually now comes from your rim color. So you've got a chrome, you've got kind of a little bit of a worn aluminum, an even duller aluminum. And then if you pick a color, then it automatically will switch to a steel wheel. And the big reason I've tried to do this is I've seen a lot of people doing chrome steel wheels, which just looks goofy. So I've always tried to make it that that's not a possibility to do. So we've set that up to work that way. We'll leave it on the steel wheels here. So yeah, there's that. Then another option I had that you would previously have selected through your wheels was whether you had, for the aluminum wheels, the chrome hubs or kind of just the normal black hubs and nuts. So now I've made that a separate option as well. So you can also put the chrome which actually, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure those should be, can't quite tell what's going on with the lug nuts on the truck, but that might not be working 100%. But yeah, now you can also put shiny chrome lug nut caps and that on your steel wheels as well with this new setup. And then also we've got the rear tires to be on the kind of dynamic configuration. So I just tell the game what tire size is on the rear, and then it will give you all the different tires you can put on there. Well, it looks like it missed one actually, which is interesting. Anyway, so there's kind of your basic ones. Then it gets into here, bumps up to a heavier front wheel. This part I haven't quite fully figured out how I want to do it yet. This is all a work in progress, so there's still lots of things could change yet. Just kind of giving it a show. And this is kind of the original tire size for the lift axle. I've, again, still working on this a lot, so there's still lots of changes to come yet. I'm also thinking of adding a tri-drive option as well. Just need to figure out how I want to script that all, as obviously then I need to have it set up that the wheels work differently. Then I've also gone through and made the floater tires all have dynamic versions. Again, the lift axles are work there. These I might I don't know if it's possible. I might try to see if it's possible to disable the lift axle for the floaters, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll just maybe shut it off for now. But yeah, now I've added that these are also kind of dynamic. So there's all sorts of floater tire options on here. Personally, I really like this one. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, so we've kind of been revamping the wheel configurations, and there's still more work to be done there. But yeah, hoping to kind of get that sorted out. Maybe a few other tweaks to the truck for an update here that'll be submitted sometime this month. And then there's also been some scripting changes as well. I'll put the HUD back on here. So if we hop in the truck, used to be that the lift axle was on mouse control, and they kind of didn't work that great. So I've discovered some things in the scripting. So now it's just a button press to drop it down and make it functional that way. So we'll just hook up to a bed here. Also, I've made the suspension, it's not a fully dynamic suspension, but the axles do follow the wheels now, somewhat. Oh, I know where I can go show this better. We'll just cut over here. We'll cut over. I've got some curbs over here on this road. We can go drive on to kind of show how the axles move more now with the wheels. So now we can drive the truck up here. And even the lift axle will follow as well. It's not fully perfect, but it's also, I need the suspension to stay rigid for the amount of weight that especially these bigger grain beds can haul. You know, the suspension needs to be pretty stiff for that, so it's kind of a balancing act, and there might be some improvements yet to come with that as I kind of figure out all the wheel configuration stuff and tweak and adjust all that. But yeah, then a lot of you were asking too about, I'd shared on Facebook pictures of this box, how it works. So you have your two different compartments. If you select the divider option, which we will X3. So there's the box divider option, which you can't see in the store because of the tarp. But yeah, this is that. And so we can come here. We'll just select the box. We'll just fill it up with some wheat in the front, and we'll put some canola in the back. So as you can see, there's two separate fill types there. And we'll actually cruise over to the green elevator over here. We'll cut cross country just for speed. So I feel like the suspension is definitely a lot better than it was previously, while also still being stiff enough to handle the weight of the loads that the trucks can haul now, especially with this box, and it has a fairly substantial capacity. So we want to be able to make sure the suspension isn't just going to be bottomed out all the time when it's loaded. Here. So our setup with the canola is going to be coming out of the back. So that chute opens. The canola comes out. And the main reason for this is truck sliding, so we'll have to look into that. The main reason for this is for seeding. Then you can, haul your seed and fertilizer in one truck out to the field for seeding time. We'll dump all the canola there. Then, unfortunately, we gotta wait for the truck to go all the way back down. some ways I maybe should speed up that animation. Or maybe tweak it so that it can drop faster. It goes up slow but drops down faster. Then, yeah, obviously here on tip side change, still need to finish that up too. But then there's the second chute that our wheat is gonna come out of, so. There is that option. Because again, I know people were wondering kind of how do you empty out one or the other? They're not as popular anymore, but they used to be a fairly common thing, and this will also be coming to the X2 version of the Winkler grain bed as well. I'll be adding this. All the options that the X3 bed's got onto the X2 yet. And another one I just wanted to highlight quick that we've added is the mesh end gate, which is usually for sugar beets, but I've kind of got it set for, I'll take a look here, potatoes, beets, kind of all your root crops, and then all your straws, grass, silage, wood chips, stuff like that. So none of your grains, obviously, because they're just going to run out the back of the mesh here. But yeah, so that can be used with, we'll go find some sugar beets to fill in there. So there. Maybe we should make the axle lift a little higher, but there it is. Yeah, just wanted a quick pop on, make a quick little video showing you some of those things. Yeah, we're hoping to get a lot of projects done here because I've discovered there's something for the page here that's my Facebook page that's coming up. I kind of want to try and get a bunch of mods ready for something for that, so we'll share a little bit more on that next week probably. So we'll hopefully see you back next week for next week's video. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah.